Welcome to the Volunteer Global video blog. Today's topic, keeping safe while traveling abroad. I'm going to highlight a few scenarios that probably won't happen to you, but they're still good to know about and prepare for just in case. Let's go over your belongings first. If you're like me, then you absolutely love jewelry. Or maybe you're a dude. But the point is, for those of us who pick out an awesome pair of earrings and the perfect bracelet in the morning, it's tempting to pack the right jewelry for the right outfit while traveling. However, it's actually better to just leave it at home. Otherwise, wearing flashy bangles and chandeliers can make you a target for pickpockets or purse snatchers. If you're really tempted to wear jewelry while abroad, you might consider buying some from a local vendor. That way, you'll support the local economy and you'll have a lovely piece to bring home later. Before heading overseas, remember to make photocopies of your passport, plane tickets, and other important documents just in case one of them goes missing later. As well, include a few passport-sized photos of yourself in case you need them. While you're traveling, keep your important documents and your money close to you or in a safe at your hotel or hostel. Don't store them in an overhead compartment because stealing from sleeping travelers does sometimes happen on buses, trains, and planes. For general packing advice, try to take as few bags as possible so they're easy to keep track of. Don't lose sight of them while getting to and from your destination. Take only the electronics you know you'll need and will use. Again, it's just easier to keep track of this way, and replacing lost cameras, laptops, iPads, or Kindles can get costly quickly. Finally, make sure you put all of your medications in clearly marked bottles. If you have a prescription, try to include the prescription request or a doctor's note just in case you're stopped in customs. And of course, put your medicine in your carry-on luggage as there's always a chance that your airline could lose your checked bag. Okay, so now let's move on to protecting yourself while abroad. First off, you should try to wear comfortable shoes and dress appropriately for the location. Not only is it respectful to your host community, but it'll also keep you from sticking out too much as a tourist and therefore an easy target for pickpockets. Keep an eye on your drink when you're out with your travel buddies and brand new friends. Try to drink a glass of water for every alcoholic beverage and have a good time, but recognize that you're not quite familiar with your location, so try not to go too terribly crazy. When getting to and from your destinations, only take taxis that are clearly marked and that have a meter. Have directions to and an address for your target location written in English and in your host country's language. And finally, if you're lost, rather than stopping in the middle of the sidewalk and pulling out your map while staring blankly around at your surroundings, do this. Take a guidebook. Pull over to the side so people can pass you. It'll, again, keep you from looking quite so much like a tourist and therefore a target, and you'll hear less grumbling. Of course, there are all kinds of tips and tricks to avoid losing your stuff or getting hurt, and of course this blog kind of highlights worst-case scenarios. But overall, my advice to you is to just do your research before heading abroad and use common sense. And that wraps up today's blog. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to connect with Volunteer Global on Facebook and Twitter to learn more about volunteering abroad.